everyone, welcome back to Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm Molly O'Brien. This is Karen Krinsky. She's owner of No Udder food truck and store. You're back up and running with a food truck. I'm glad about that.
Me too.
And it's good. It's good.
It's good. It means the season's here.
Yay! And you opened up the store not too long ago for the second year, which is very exciting.
Time is flying. We've been with the truck now. This is our 8th season. And the shop is our 2nd season. We did take a little bit of a winter break, as most ice cream shops do. But once we reopened, it was like, where did that break go? It's just back in the swing of things.
Back into it.
Yep, love what I do, and just, it's fun every day.
Moving and grooving.
Yeah.
And just to clarify for people, you are a vegan ice cream. So a little bit different and totally 100% delicious, I know by personally testing. And I wanted to bring you on because I thought it was really cool the fact that you are offering free ice cream tomorrow. So tell me a little bit about this, and let's talk about kind of how it came to be.
So my husband is kind of the guy who does my event planning and social media, and he's got amazing ideas, and he thought, well, a local chain does a free ice cream day the same day of the year, why shouldn't we? So because we're still small, we asked our supporters, our fans, people who believe in what we do to contribute money to our GoFundMe campaign. And in 5 days, we raised $800.
Awesome.
We had 2 people who were very generous. One of them is the local Rhode Island, it's called Rhode Island Vegan Awareness, and they're the advocacy group that wants to show people that living a dairy-free or meat-free life is not difficult. And another was a vegan-owned pet sitting business called Furry Fellas Pet Services out of Coventry. And then we just had customers coming by and giving us cash, and for no reward except for knowing that people might come in who would otherwise not want to try something that is different from the norm, to have an opportunity to show them it's not weird, it's not different, and we design things for everyone to enjoy. So it's really an opportunity to show people it's accessible and there's nothing to be scared of. And hey, as a side benefit, no one was harmed in the process, and it's a reasonably healthier option. And for people who are lactose intolerant, it's a win.
Yeah, it definitely is. That kind of just made me cry a little bit. The fact that the community came together and were able to support something so kind and caring. You hear about people going forward and, like paying for coffee for the person behind them in line and going forward and to provide opportunity for others to try something that maybe otherwise wouldn't. And so it was kind of a twofold mission there behind it, which I thought was really neat. And so I wanted to be able to talk to you about that. Kate has allergies as well as I do, so we know what it's like to be able to go to a place and not be able to find something to eat, to not be able to find something that we can try, that we can enjoy. And so for others to be able to go out and support something, I thought was really neat. So you have a lot of different products. We started out with ice cream, and you've gone to kind of expand things. Tell me why this is so important for you to be able to offer something in our community.
Well, I know, being vegan and having been vegan for 28 years, that there were not always choices. And then you find out when you're living in this life, well, there's some people who aren't choosing to eat this way. They have to because they have dietary restrictions. And it just leaves a segment of the population out. And for a business to not take into consideration that, hey, if 4 people go out to eat and 1 person has dietary restrictions, that 1 person is 25, who's only 25%, really makes up more than 25% of the eating decisions. So I wanted to create an opportunity for people to be able to all enjoy something together. And it's also an opportunity to show people that you're not sacrificing taste, you're not sacrificing anything. In fact, you're gaining benefits by choosing to eat something that might be a little different from the norm, and you're supporting a small local business. So all of these reasons and more are why I want to create an environment to show people how really easy it is to live this way. And as far as why we do what we do, first it starts off with the food's delicious. I mean, let's face it, if you meet people who have food allergies or who choose to be vegan, we love food. I mean, we really go kind of over the top. And we also wanted to get the side benefits, which are environmental, social. There's just so many reasons why eating this way is easy, and that we want to make it accessible to people. And for me, how lucky am I to be able to, through my business, continue to live the principles that I live for. I've been doing this so long; it's basically the centerpiece of what I do. And if it can benefit animals and benefit people, that's just awesome. Yeah.
And what have you seen through both your truck and now through the store going into the second year? Have you found that people have been surprised when they try some of your products, or have you found that it has made a difference?
I do. One thing I've noticed is people who have food intolerances or choose to eat a certain way don't come in a particular package. No one looks like they're vegetarian or vegan.
Yeah.
No one looks like they're gluten intolerant. And so I'll have people come into the shop and I think, oh, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. This is a 65-year-old male and just Joe on the street. And it turns out, no, he knows exactly why he's coming. It's because he has been lactose intolerant since his teenage years. Or, he's been vegan, for 5 years. So there's no package. And then another side benefit is that we really want to try to foster the community. Rhode Island is so small, and yet we don't really have a central place for people of like mind to meet. And as a vegan-owned business, we want to just be part of that social networking. So what I found is, I thought with the truck, after 7 years, we had met all the vegans, met all the lactose intolerant people. But with the shop, it is expanded to another level where suddenly all these people are coming out of the woodworks and they're meeting each other, and it's becoming part of the community that we always wanted.
That's cool. That's really neat. And I've noticed that you are hosting events and you're bringing together those other businesses to kind of form that community network as well.
Mm-hmm, that's right. My husband being the event organizer, we sold out already for a vegan raw cheese making class.
Cool.
So,
if you didn't know there was such a thing, there is.
Yeah, local raw chef. She is very accomplished, and so we're happy to have her. And then last year we did a series of Thursday evening charity nights. So for all the ice cream sales for that night, they went to a Rhode Island-based or possibly out of Rhode Island animal organization. For example, Foster Parrots in South County. They have like over 800 birds.
Oh my gosh.
And these are birds that would otherwise, and it costs a lot of money for these things. So we like to spread awareness about these groups. Sweet Binks Bunny Rescue. And then we find out all these bunny lovers. So it's really like beyond just the ice cream. It's social events as well. And I hope to have events where people with similar interests can meet. For example, vegan families. We've met so many people with vegan kids. And I don't know if these vegan kids know other vegans, and just like anything in life, you may feel kind of out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Well, if you can meet other people who are, living the same life, that's a good opportunity. So we hope to do things like that.
I remember when I stopped eating red meat as a 4th grader, people looked at me like I was totally weird, and I was like, nope, just not eating hamburgers anymore.
Right.
Like, do you know that's a cow? People thought I was weird, and I was like, well, I know where that comes from.
Exactly.
So, but to be able to offer that for children who are making that decision, or maybe they're not making that decision, to be able to offer that, that must be neat to be able to see these kids and be able to talk to them and give them a space where they feel comfortable and welcome, and be able to talk to other people like them.
That, and also we meet lots of parents who have kids who are choosing to be vegetarian or vegan, and they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so let's have parents get together and say, well, these are the things we cook, and it just will make their lives easier and feel supported.
Yeah, I think that's a really nice opportunity, because if your kids are choosing that, and then the parents have no idea what to do,
Right.
what to offer. Let's talk about some of your ice cream. What do you make for people that are interested, that are like, nope, sorry, regular ice cream, all for me? What are some of the stuff that you make? What do you do? What do you use?
So at the shop, we make 12 flavors, rotating flavors of hard ice cream in-house out of cashews, coconut, or peanut butter. We try to have traditional flavors that you find in ice cream shops like Mint Chip, which is one of our most popular. And then we have Rocky Road. We do coffee ice cream, of course, we're in Rhode Island. We don't really have wacky flavors, because when you have a selection of 12, it's hard to keep that space for something that might not be as appealing to people. But we may expand to that into the future. I'd say our wackiest flavor, which isn't even strange, is Thai iced tea, and it's one of our most popular. We actually brew the tea in the coconut milk. And then we have soy-based soft serve, which is what we're known for. Our hope is that there's something for everyone, because we do get lots of people coming in who are anaphylactic towards gluten or dairy. So lots of people can't do nuts. We always ask if you have a food allergy when you come in. We're very specific in how we designed our business to not have big letters that say vegan or dairy-free, because my experience is it scares people, but we're also not fooling people. We find that when people taste it, they love it. But when people know beforehand and they're skeptical, they may be less likely to try it, and that's unfortunate. In this day and age, I mean, times have changed. I remember when it was a can of beans when you were vegetarian, and now you go to a restaurant and everyone knows what vegan is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really amazing. So our hope is that anyone with a food allergy, or most people with food allergies, can find something at the shop. And we just added ice cream cakes, which people are very excited about, and we can do gluten-free ice cream cakes.
Oh my gosh, that's really exciting.
We make a killer gluten-free brownie.
That's really exciting. We were just talking about, people here know, which I didn't know because I'm not from here, about Fudgy the Whale and having Fudgy the Whale ice cream cake. And now we can get, people who...
Don't make me do the weird Fudgy the Whale voice, because I will. I'm from New York, so... And that's actually where my business is born from. My dad and I used to go and get chocolate soft serve Carvel ice cream cones.
Yes, this is great.
It's a direct connection to why I started the truck. And Fudgy the Whale.
And Fudgy the Whale. And now we can have it. Vegans can have their own weird, not Fudgy the Whale version of Fudgy the Whale.
We'll do it for you.
This is so cool. That's exciting. So you brought some of your product for us to show, to kind of check it out. You have gluten-free ice cream cones, so Kay can have that. And you showcase and have other products for people there as well. So you're not just ice cream, so you can come in, you can grab a snack, you can grab some food, you can grab stuff as well.
Yep, we've got a large selection of meat-free jerky. It's not weird at all, actually. There's at least, 5 major companies that have been making meatless jerky for a decade. Some of them are newer than others, but they're amazing. Pure protein. I mean, it's unbelievable.
We were just talking about protein. Let's see, 7 grams of protein in 1 serving ounce. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Then we do have a lot of sweets at the shop. We're a dessert shop. We make baked goods in-house as well. But then we've got candy bars. This company called Go Max Go, they've designed their candy bars to mimic traditional bars. So Joker's is a Snickers. And when we've got Mahalo is an Almond Joyful. And of the 8 candy bars we sell, all but 2 are gluten-free.
That's awesome.
And then we try to support local vegan artists. Alec Thibodeau made this beautiful mural in our shop. Not this mural. He did this beautiful cartoon mural, all original. We sell his postcards there, and we get a lot of tourists coming in, and they love this Rhode Island card with 2 seagulls fighting over a fry. We've got cards in case someone's got a birthday, and then we also offer pints.
And why would you encourage people to go vegan just for the day, even if it's just supporting ice cream for that one day? Why do you think it's important for people to try it?
Well, every meal counts, and there are a plethora of videos, things you can read online that will tell you really what's happening in the industry of animals. I don't care why you're vegan. I don't care if you do it for health reasons, which I could spend hours talking about why it is healthier. I don't care if you're doing it for environmental reasons. The amount of water that's used for things like animal production versus grain production. If you do it just because you love food, we've got you covered there. But every meal is a choice. And when people say it's too hard, well, you know what? Maybe be vegan up until 5 o'clock at night. Or have my ice cream instead of dairy ice cream, because that dollar is going into a local business and you didn't contribute to something that is detrimental to the environment or can harm animals. So I say it's a choice, and in this day it is easier than ever. There's really no excuse not to try it. And for someone like my mom who's diabetic, I've said to her, she already knows on the phone when she says, she's not happy about how she's feeling. I said, Mom, go vegan. I've been saying it to her for 20 years. It's known to help people with curable man-made diseases like heart disease, diabetes. It can make a significant impact on your weight loss program. All you have to do is try it. There's no reason. You can go to Stop and Shop now and find soy milk, vegan meats, vegan cheeses. And if you don't want to eat the processed products, which a lot of them are, but they're convenient, there's other, you can make fresh things.
I've been really impressed with some of the vegan cheeses out there.
Really
the almond cheese. I've found some really good ones.
And there's cookbooks now where they're literally just cookbooks on how to make vegan cheese, and some of them are very easy to make and delicious.
I'm kind of curious to try it. It looks.
I'll lend you a cookbook.
Okay, it's kind of intimidating, but curious to try it.
Yeah.
And how is business going? Because you've been with the truck for a while. You're going into year 2. How are things looking? Do you see yourself expanding anymore, or you're just going to kind of hang tight in this?
Well, I love the location we're in. There's a lot of other businesses on the street. It's close to where I live, so that makes my commute very
great.
Pleasurable. We had thought about doing multiple trucks, and to be honest, the shop is the thing I never knew I wanted. And I thought committing to regular hours would be a burden, but actually it's served to be more regular. And so with the truck, we only do events at this point. We don't do street service. As far as expanding, I think one step at a time. Originally, I thought we would franchise the truck, and that vision changed drastically. I'm happy with the one shop, but who knows? The problem with Rhode Islanders is, they don't get in a car and go places. So who knows? Maybe I'm destined for a shop in another part of the state. But this serves as a good central point, because I do find people who have special dietary needs, they will travel to Providence. It's nice to be central. But business has gotten better every year, and I have a vision that this year will be even better. With the summer-like weather that we had a couple of weekends.
Oh my goodness.
And it not even being summer, we did see people very excited to come out. I could get verklempt too, talking about my awesome customers, because unlike other businesses, the people who come to us are so appreciative. They're happy people. They've just been so supportive, and I'm very grateful.
That's neat.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning just a minute ago about the environmental impact, and you work with some of your products are compostable as well, right?
That's right. So we use pretty much everything's compostable. Our cups for our shakes and floats, our spoons and cups. I believe Rhode Island, I don't know where they're at with working on their compost facility. So it's a catch-22. You hope that the products actually get composted, but for sure they're a better thing for the environment. I spend more money on them. I don't care. I have to go to sleep at night, and it's just how I've always been. We recycle all of our cans and our papers and cardboard. So yeah, that's important to me to have compostable products.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much. Do you have some of the
ice cream? I have some ice cream.
Let's show the ice cream as we wind up the segment. Get ready for Business Monday.
So today I brought some chocolate that's cashew based, and some strawberry coconut.
This is
exciting. I brought some gluten-free cones, and we're gonna make a couple of cones for folks.
This is very exciting. I'm gonna hold this up.
Brought a couple of the scoops.
She even packed it in a special cooler so it wouldn't get all melty and gross since it's hot in here. And the gluten-free cones so Kate and I can each have one.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo! What do you like working with best? Do you like the coconut? Do you like the cashew? Do you like almond?
They're just so different. The coconut is so creamy, but the cashew has a very neutral flavor. So you really can do anything with the cashew, and
thank you.
Yeah, the flavor possibilities are endless. It's a little softer since it's not been at the.
That's amazing. I already ate this. I already took a look at this one.
Well, I'll take down a whole cone.
You get the second one.
I will take down a whole cone.
Okay, so Free Cone Day is tomorrow at No Udder. She is in Fox Point. They're located at Ives Street, so if you want, cheers. Thank you so much.
And we're serving up to 700 cones, so it's hey, if we run out before 9, but we do have some special baked goods.
Ooh, I'm gonna go hear about this around the corner and get my code.
We have very limited amounts from a vegan bakery in Pennsylvania of gluten-free and not gluten-free chocolate-covered cannolis, 2 kinds of donuts, and cheesecake. Dairy-free people.
Dairy-free cheesecake?
This is one of the best vegan bakeries in the country. I mean, they've been voted by American Express as one of the best bakeries, just bakeries, not even vegan bakeries.
Oh my goodness.
In the country. And I mean, they're so special, these baked goods. So, we'll have those for sale.
That's exciting. So come on in, grab a cone, grab a friend. Maybe they can try out vegan ice cream for the first time or for another time.
That's exactly what we want. We don't want to just serve people who have been to the shop. Bring someone that you can show, eats meat or eats dairy and wants to try something new.
Try something new. Karen, thank you so much for joining us. They're located in Fox Point, the store. So